What if I told you that sitting quietly inside an old coin jar there could be a piece of metal that holds the power to change your destiny? A small, silver treasure so mysterious that collectors whisper about it in hushed tones at auctions. A $50 coin hiding more value than you can ever imagine. This isn't just about money, this is about history, legacy, and a secret buried deep in the heart of America's past. Today, we're uncovering the most valuable top Kennedy $50 in the world, the hidden treasures that are rewriting the rules of coin collecting. And trust me, the first one we reveal today will shock you. A coin that was never meant to shine this bright, yet now it is turning heads across the globe. So buckle up, collectors and dreamers, because you're watching Secret of U.S. Coins where every coin tells a story, and every story could turn into a fortune. Let's begin with the first legendary piece, a mysterious $50 from the year 1969, minted in Denver, born from silver, and now commanding an unbelievable price in today's market. Coin number 1. In the late 1960s, America stood at a turning point, a nation mourning the loss of President John F. Kennedy while standing on the edge of change. To honor his legacy, the United States Mint introduced the Kennedy $50, a coin that would soon become more than just currency. It became a symbol of national pride. The 1969 with D. Kennedy $50 was struck at the Denver Mint during one of the most turbulent eras of modern U.S. history. The Vietnam War, the space race, and the echoes of the 1960s revolution, all frozen in the cold brilliance of this coin. But what truly makes this 1969 D $50 stand out isn't just its age or beauty, it's what lies within it. This coin was minted with 40% silver composition, one of the final years before silver vanished from regular circulation. It was the end of an era, the last breaths of real silver coinage available to the public. Most Americans in 1969 never realized what they were holding. To them, it was just another coin. But deep inside this small disc, history had trapped something extraordinary, the last legacy of silver in circulation. Only a limited number of these coins survived in pristine, collectible condition. The government melted countless pieces over the decades, making the remaining few like buried treasure in plain sight. Your 1969 with D $50, especially with its lightly black shade, a sign of natural silver toning, tells its own journey through time. Every mark, every hue, every faint glint of silver whispers a story of 56 years gone by. Look closer. The bold D mint mark, just below Kennedy's neck, symbolizes its Denver origin, one of the mint's rarest and most admired outputs of the late 1960s. The reverse side, gleaming with the majestic presidential seal, carries an eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch, power and peace side by side, the eternal emblem of America. Collectors go wild for that deep mirror finish that some fine condition pieces carry, especially when accompanied by natural toning, that lightly black, almost smoky hue that gives it an aged, royal elegance. It's not damage, it's history's fingerprint. Now here's where the suspense truly begins. For decades, this coin sat overlooked, but not anymore. Collectors across the United States are hunting for 1969 with D. Kennedy $50 with the right shine, the right shade, and the right story. Auction houses from Texas to California have seen prices climb higher than ever before. The reason is silver scarcity, historic connection, and collector obsession all merging into one perfect storm. And today, if you're holding a 1969 with D. Kennedy $50 in fine condition, you might want to hold your breath, because this very coin has reached an astonishing market value of around $152,000 in the current rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. Over $150,000 for a coin once worth just 50 cents. This isn't fantasy, it's reality happening in front of our eyes. Its value is rising day by day. The market for Kennedy halves has exploded, and this one stands tall at the center of it all. So when I say you could be sitting on a treasure, believe me, I'm not exaggerating. This is a real piece of American wealth, disguised as a coin you might still find in an old drawer. If you are a coin lover or a beginner, dreaming of finding your first big treasure, here is your cue. Keep an eye out for Kennedy halves from 1965 to 1970, especially the 1969 with D. Always check for that D mint mark, that silver edge, and that natural toning. Avoid cleaning or polishing it. Its original shine and natural patina are worth gold in today's market. Store it in a protective holder and never underestimate its potential. As collectors say, every coin tells a story, and every story adds a zero. The 1969 with D Kennedy half dollar isn't just a piece of silver, it's a piece of America's soul. It carries the weight of history, the glow of rarity, and the promise of wealth. Right now, somewhere out there, someone might unknowingly drop one into a coin machine, unaware that they just lost a small fortune. But you know better. Because here on Secret of U.S. Coins, we uncover the hidden wealth others overlook. So if you are holding a Kennedy half dollar, hold it close. That might just be your ticket to a fortune. Stay tuned, because in our next reveal, we're diving even deeper. The second Kennedy half dollar on our list might just blow your mind. You won't believe what we found. This is Secret of U.S. Coins, where every coin hides a secret, and we're here to uncover it all. Subscribe now, because tomorrow's discovery could be yours. Coin number 2. Right after the story of 1969 with D Shocker comes a coin even rarer, even more mysterious, a half dollar born in the shadows of a silver crisis and destined to become one of America's most unexpected treasures. This, my friends, is the 1965 Kennedy half dollar, a coin with no mint mark, no warning, and no mercy for those who overlooked it. The year was 1965. The United States was facing a crisis unlike any before the Great Silver Shortage. Silver prices were skyrocketing. Coins were being hoarded by the millions. Banks were running out. To save the economy, the United States Mint made a radical decision. Silver would vanish from dimes and quarters forever. But the Kennedy half dollar? It was too iconic to let go. So, they created something in between, a coin that would hold on to its silver soul just a little longer. And thus was born the 1965 Kennedy half dollar, composed of 40% silver, layered in a unique mix of silver and copper. It was a silent rebellion, America's last stand before silver disappeared from everyday change. Unlike most coins that proudly display where they were born, the 1965 Kennedy half dollar has no mint mark at all. Why? Because during the coinage crisis, the United States Mint removed all mint marks to discourage collectors from hoarding specific issues. So every 1965 half dollar you see, no matter where it came from, carries that eerie anonymity. It's as if the mint wanted to erase its identity, hiding its true origin in mystery. That's why this coin has become known among collectors as the ghost of the mint. Now, look closely. You'll notice a brownish layer around the coin's edges and surface. That's not dirt or damage, that's chemistry and time working their magic. The 40% silver core is bonded with copper, and over decades, this blend creates a natural brown toning, a gentle halo of warmth around its edge. This is what collectors call the coin's natural patina, a mark of authenticity and age. Each brown-layered 1965 half-dollar tells its own story of vaults, pockets, and decades of quiet existence. And when found in fine condition, that layer becomes its crown proof that it has survived history unaltered. When this coin first entered circulation, millions used it like pocket change. But soon, the truth spread. This was the last half-dollar with silver in its heart. People began to stash them away. Banks reported shortages. Collectors went wild. But here's the twist. Most of those hoarded coins never made it to our time in good shape. Many were melted down for their silver content during the 70s and 80s, lost forever in the furnaces of greed. The few that remain in fine condition, like the one we are talking about today, those are the survivors, the chosen few. And those brown-toned surfaces? They're badges of honor, proof of authenticity, and now the gateway to wealth. Now listen closely, this is the moment that always shocks my viewers. The 1965 Kennedy half-dollar without mint mark, in fine condition with a natural brown layer, is now reaching a staggering market value of about $165,000 in today's rare coin auctions. That's right, a coin once worth 50 cents, now valued higher than gold by the inch. And this isn't hype, it's real. The demand is exploding. Every auction brings new record prices, and collectors are calling it the sleeping silver giant finally waking up. Its market value is climbing higher every single year. This isn't just a collectible anymore. This is a treasure, a silver inheritance. If you have one, you're not holding a coin. You're holding history, legacy, and wealth all pressed into one. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. The 1965 half-dollar is one of those rare artifacts whose value grows while others fade away. Wait for time, it will only rise. If you are searching for this coin, remember, always check the date, 1965, and the absence of any mint mark. Examine the edge. It should show a silver gray tone with a hint of copper. That's your clue to the genuine 40% silver composition. And if you see that smooth brown layer, don't clean it. That natural tone adds to its charm and collector value. Place it in a protective case, away from humidity and air, and let time do its work. Coin experts agree the 1965 half-dollar isn't just a coin, it's a time capsule. So here it stands, the 1965 Kennedy half-dollar, silent, toning, and priceless. No mint mark, no boast, no shine. Yet it commands attention in every auction room it enters. It's the kind of coin that makes seasoned collectors pause and whisper. Because in this unassuming brown layer lies America's silver heartbeat, the last of its kind, the one that refused to vanish when the era ended. If you ever find one, don't spend it. Don't trade it away. You might just be holding a hidden fortune, a coin that has turned everyday dreamers into wealthy collectors overnight. So keep your eyes sharp, your pockets ready, and your curiosity alive, because treasures like this are still out there, waiting for the right hands to find them. This is Secret of U.S. Coins, bringing you the rarest, richest, and most shocking discoveries from the world of American currency. Stay tuned. Tomorrow's reveal could be even bigger, because here, every coin tells a secret, and every secret has value beyond imagination. Coin number 3. What if I told you that the very first Kennedy half-dollar ever struck by the U.S. Mint hides a secret darker and deeper than any collector ever imagined? A coin that holds not just silver, but the sorrow, the pride, and the heartbeat of a nation? This is the 1964 with D. Kennedy half-dollar, the coin that began it all, and today it stands as one of the most powerful symbols of American history and hidden wealth. The year was 1964. The nation was still reeling from the assassination of President John F. Kennedy. The pain was fresh. The country wanted a way to honor its fallen leader, something that would last forever. So the U.S. Mint moved faster than ever before in its history. Within months, the first Kennedy half-dollar was designed, approved, and struck. It was a symbol of unity and remembrance, the coin that would forever carry his image. But what most people don't know is that 1964 with D, minted in Denver, wasn't just another coin. It was the only Kennedy half-dollar made of 90% pure silver, a rarity that would vanish forever after this year. It was the end of America's true silver coinage era and the birth of a legend. Now, here's where things get mysterious. Among the few surviving 1964 D coins, some developed a deep black tone, a natural oxidation layer that formed over decades. Collectors call this the black layer, but don't mistake it for damage. That dark surface is the coin's armor, a chemical reaction between silver and air that creates a dark mirror finish, giving it a haunting beauty that shines differently under the light. It's as if time itself touched these coins and left behind a mark of reverence, a silent reminder of the era they represent. Each 1964 with D half-dollar was struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, weighing a solid 12.5 grams, the heaviest and most valuable Kennedy ever made for circulation. The D mint mark, located on the reverse beneath the eagle's talon, marks its Denver origin. Unlike later years, these coins were minted with precision and care. They were meant to be more than currency, they were memorials. The engraving of Kennedy's profile was deep, proud, and beautifully polished. Every line in his hair, every curve of the eagle, perfection in metal. This was not a coin, it was an artwork. At first, the 1964 with D Kennedy half-dollar flooded the public with pride. Millions rushed to get one as a tribute. But here's the catch. Almost all of them vanished into drawers, vaults, and safe boxes. People hoarded them, refusing to spend what they saw as a piece of Kennedy's spirit. Over time, many were melted down for their silver content, especially in the turbulent 1970s when silver prices soared. The few that remain today, especially in fine condition with that stunning black layer, are the elite survivors. Their demand has skyrocketed, their numbers have dwindled, and collectors are calling them the sacred silver of American numismatics. Now comes the moment that takes everyone's breath away. Today, the 1964 with D Kennedy half-dollar in fine condition with a natural black layer is shaking the rare coin market with a current value reaching an incredible $178,500 in major U.S. auctions. Yes, that's not a typo. Over $178,000 for a single $1/2. And here's the truth, its value is rising faster than ever before. Collectors are battling in bidding wars, prices climbing higher with every sale. The experts say, this isn't just a coin anymore. This is American history cast in silver. It's no exaggeration, you're looking at a treasure that can transform ordinary collectors into legends overnight. The market for this coin is heating up week by week, and it's only the beginning. Don't think this is hype, I'm telling you the truth. This coin's worth is climbing with every passing day. Wait for time, it will multiply. If you ever come across a 1964 Kennedy half-dollar, check for two things. First, the D mint mark, the Denver strike. Second, the surface tone. If it has got that deep natural black layer, hold on to it tight. That's a sign of untouched silver reacting gracefully over time. Do not polish it. Do not clean it. Its natural tone is its badge of authenticity and history. Store it in a capsule, protect it from humidity, and you have got yourself a small fortune aging gracefully in your possession. Remember, beauty fades with cleaning, but value grows with preservation. The 1964 with D. Kennedy $50 is more than a coin. It's the first breath of the Kennedy series and the last whisper of America's Silver Age. It carries the grief of a nation and the hope of generations. That deep black layer, it's not decay, it's a crown, a proof that this coin has lived through time and emerged more majestic than ever. So if you ever find one, don't see it as 50 cents. See it as a treasure chest in your palm, a living echo of American pride and memory. Because coins like this don't just hold value, they hold emotion, legacy, and untold fortune. And remember, the value of this coin isn't slowing down. It's growing every single day, becoming more rare, more desired, more powerful. This is Secret of U.S. Coins, where every discovery could change your destiny. So keep watching, keep collecting, and never stop believing. The next coin you find might just be your golden ticket. Coin number 4. Every coin tells a story, but some stories are written in shadow. Some are wrapped in mystery, sealed in silver, and waiting for the right eyes to find them. And among all Kennedy $50, one coin stands out, not for its shine, but for its darkness. This is the 1967 Kennedy $50, no mint mark, no warning, no rival. A coin that was never supposed to be rare, yet today it's shocking the world with its hidden worth. The story begins in 1967, deep in the heart of America's coinage crisis. 2 years earlier, in 1965, silver had nearly vanished from circulation. Dimes and quarters were stripped of it completely. The public was hoarding every coin that had even a trace of silver left. But the Kennedy $50 was different. It had become a symbol, a tribute to the beloved president whose face still united the nation. The government couldn't let it die. So, even as silver was disappearing, they allowed the $50 to keep a fraction of its soul, a 40% silver composition struck in a unique layered design of silver and copper. The 1967 edition marked the final years of this era, the last of the true silver Kennedy coins before the world turned to base metals forever. Now here's the twist. Look closely. There's no mint mark on this coin, not under Kennedy's neck, not anywhere. Why? Because between 1965 and 1967, the U.S. Mint made a daring decision to remove all mint marks completely. They wanted to stop the chaos, the hoarding, the speculation, the obsession with certain mints. But what they didn't realize was that this act of secrecy would make coins like the 1967 $50 even more fascinating. A coin with no origin, a coin with no identity, a coin that belongs everywhere and nowhere. Collectors today call it the faceless beauty of the silver era. Now let's talk about what gives this coin its haunting charm, the black shade. This dark tone isn't damage, it's transformation. Over decades, the thin layer of silver on the coin's surface reacts with air, moisture, and time, creating a soft black patina, a smoky aura that gives it power, mystery, and depth. Each black-shaded 1967 $50 carries a one-of-a-kind look no two are ever alike. It is nature's autograph on history's metal. And in fine condition, that shade becomes a mark of prestige, proof that the coin has aged gracefully, untouched by harsh cleaning or wear. Collectors crave that look, the tone that whispers, "I have survived." The 1967 Kennedy $50 was struck in large numbers. Yes, but here's where rarity hides in plain sight. Most were circulated endlessly, worn to dull gray, their luster gone. Others were melted for silver when prices spiked in the 1970s. But a tiny handful survived, coins that kept their detail, their color, and their aura. Those are the coins that today command unbelievable attention. Auction houses from Chicago to Las Vegas have reported soaring prices for beautifully preserved 1967s with deep natural tone. Collectors chase them like hunters chase a legend because every genuine, untouched 1967 coin tells a story of endurance. And this particular one, a fine condition piece with a rich black shade, is a superstar in that world. The kind of coin that auctioneers fight to list and collectors dream to own. Now let's lift the curtain. In today's red-hot rare coin market, the 1967 Kennedy half-dollar without mint mark, black shade, fine condition, has reached a jaw-dropping current market value of around $157,000. Yes, you heard that right. Over $157,000 for a coin that once clinked in pocket change. And this isn't a rumor or a legend. This is happening right now in live auctions and private sales across the United States. The demand for this coin is exploding, and its value is increasing every single day. Don't take this as fiction. I'm telling you the truth. This coin is not just rare, it is historic. Its market value is climbing like never before, turning humble collectors into wealthy discoverers overnight. When you hold one, you're not holding 50 cents. You're holding American silver power, pressed into history and wrapped in mystery. If you're searching for one of these treasures, here's what you need to know. First, check the date. 1967 with no mint mark anywhere. Second, study the color. The black shade should look natural, soft and smooth, not artificial or shiny. Avoid cleaning or polishing it. You will destroy its historic layer and lose its collector magic. Keep it safe in a hard coin capsule, away from heat and light. And most importantly, always have it verified by a professional appraiser before you sell or trade it. This is not a coin to take lightly. It's a coin to treasure literally. The 1967 Kennedy half-dollar is more than just a piece of metal. It's the last breath of America's silver era, and the proof that beauty never fades, even in shadow. Its black shade is the night sky over history. Its silver core is the light that still shines through. It's the coin that defied the odds, kept its worth, and turned into a silent fortune waiting to be rediscovered. So if you ever find one, remember, you are not just holding a coin. You're holding a living relic, a secret of wealth, a treasure of time. This is Secret of U.S. Coins, where every episode uncovers hidden riches, lost legends, and the true power of America's forgotten coins. Stay tuned, because the next discovery might just be the one that changes everything. Coin number 5. Some coins refuse to fade into history. They return, darker, stronger, and more valuable than ever. This is the story of one such legend, the 1968 Kennedy half-dollar with the D mint mark, a coin born from the ashes of the silver era, carrying secrets that stunned the world. The year was 1968. The U.S. Mint had just made a historic move after 3 years of silence. The mint marks finally returned. For collectors, it was a moment of revelation. Every tiny letter on a coin meant identity, rarity, and pride. And for the Kennedy half-dollar, the D from Denver marked a bold comeback, a symbol that the silver spirit was not dead yet. While others believed silver had vanished forever, the Kennedy half-dollar still carried 40% silver, a precious glint of purity hiding beneath its copper layers. It was the last standing hero of American silver coinage, and it bore the face of a fallen leader whose legacy refused to fade, President John F. Kennedy. Now let's talk about what makes this coin a treasure among treasures. The black layer, that mysterious, smoky patina spreading across its surface, is not damage. It is nature's fingerprint. Over decades, silver reacts with air, moisture, and light. What begins as bright luster slowly transforms into a rich, dark tone, a layer that only time can create. Collectors call it the coin's armor of age. It protects the surface, deepens the contrast, and gives every detail, Kennedy's profile, the eagle's wings, the stars, a haunting depth. Each black-shaded coin is unique, as if nature itself painted a masterpiece over metal. And when one like this appears in fine condition, its design still crisp and bold, collectors feel the rush. They know it is real, untouched, and extraordinarily rare. The D mint mark tells us this coin was struck in Denver, one of America's most efficient and precise mints. But in 1968, even Denver couldn't predict what would happen next. Millions of Kennedy half-dollars were struck, yet only a few survived the test of time without damage, polishing, or corrosion. Most were spent, scratched, or melted when silver prices climbed in the 1970s. But this one, the 1968 with D, survived. Its natural tone, black layer, and untouched details make it a miracle among survivors. This is not just a coin, it's a time capsule, sealed in metal, holding the story of a nation's pride and loss. And now the part that leaves collectors speechless. The 1968 with D Kennedy half-dollar, black layer, fine condition, has reached a staggering current market value of around $160,000. Yes, a coin once worth 50 cents now stands among the elite treasures of American history. Collectors around the world are hunting for untouched, naturally toned 1968 D halves. And when one appears, the bidding war begins. It's not just silver value. It's not just age. It's emotion, history, and rarity all fused into one breathtaking artifact. Because this coin carries the last whispers of the Silver Age and the unbreakable spirit of Kennedy himself. Store it safely, never clean or polish it. Cleaning destroys the toning and wipes away thousands of dollars in collector value. Instead, preserve it in an airtight capsule and handle it with gloves. Because you might be holding not 50 cents, but a six-figure masterpiece. The 1968 with D Kennedy half-dollar is the phoenix of the coin world, reborn from the ashes of fading silver, marked with a dark, powerful beauty that time itself carved. Its black layer tells the story of endurance. Its silver core tells the story of hope. And its value tells the story of destiny, how even a simple half-dollar can rise into the ranks of history's most coveted treasures. So if one day you find a Kennedy half-dollar with that mysterious D mark and that dark silver glow, hold it tight. You may just be holding a $160,000 piece of American history.